Okay, so I'm back finally with another with the request. This is a request from the initials DM, and it says, "I don't know if you heard about Will Smith and Jada situation where she had an affair with August Alsina, but I thought it'd be dope if you react to it. In the video, they have an interview about their relationship and the affair situation. I won't go too much into detail, but yeah. Okay, so this one is for D. This request is for DM. I have a few other requests too. I'm going to get to them I'm going to go get to them as the week goes on. But I do have a few. I haven't forgotten any of the other requests for videos. So with the Will and Jada situation, I don't know much about it. My first thought, without even looking into it, is this, man. Um, they've been together for 15, 20 years, and they raised two kids together. Like, I'm gonna be real about it. My opinion about it is this, man. I'm actually proud of the way that they handled it on their own, because I know how society is gonna see Will Smith as a cuck and all that shit. I get that, but you also got to remember, man, they've been together for 20 years. All right. Now, to put that in perspective, imagine if somebody were to give you whatever your favorite meal was. Let's say your favorite meal is pizza. This is pepperoni pizza with extra cheese and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Let's say your favorite meal was pepperoni pizza. And you were loyal to that pepperoni pizza, but you had to eat pepperoni pizza for the next 20 years. With no, you can't have French fries, you can't have a hamburger. You got to eat that. Like you're just gonna get tired of it. And this is a reality that I think in the dating world, well, in the marriage world, that people don't talk about. And it's really one of those things that really needs to be accepted more, I think. Because like I said, I can see if they were like just dating, if they had been only been together for a year or two, then it'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe that is some beta cuck shit. But like they've been together long, they've been married, they raised kids together. You just get tired of fucking the other person. Like it's just gonna get to that point. And now it sucks for Will Smith because now this shit that made it to media. And now motherfuckers is calling him all types of bitches and cucks and she belongs to the streets and all this. No, I don't think that's what this is, man. But this might change my mind. I don't know. Because I haven't watched anything, I haven't read anything about it. So I'm watching this. When I click play, I'm watching it along with you motherfuckers. If you haven't seen it already, like this is the first time I've seen it. So here we go.
Just all the stuff that's going on in the press. I felt like it was important to come to the table to really clear the air. Somebody made a statement for me that wasn't a statement I made that went cray-cray.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything.
Yes.
We were purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
Right.
So coming to the table was like, we just felt like it got to the point where you got to say something.
Yeah, and to stop that cycle.
Yeah.
There's people's feelings involved.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I don't like how all of this came to be. That doesn't matter. It's all love. Honestly. And I would usually not, that would be something I wouldn't comment on at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business.
Yeah.
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But, I feel like it's healing that needs to happen. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Even though this is minuscule, I do feel like it's these kinds of things that create the world that we're in. And the idea of not communicating, not talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent. Just being transparent.
And I'm here with you.
Yeah, I thank you for that because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with. This is a very personal journey.
Yeah.
That became very public.
Yes, absolutely.
for whatever reason.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help. You know.
See, all right, now be real. Like, I still agree with everything I said previously, but now, and I think this is just like one guy to another guy, his preferences. Like, because okay, I remember telling my ex-wife, I told my girl last night, like I told her, because we talked about the situation for the little bit that I know about it. My girl, she knew how old their kids were and everything. I don't know nothing about these motherfuckers. I just know Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. But my preference is this. Like I told my ex-wife, like if you cheat on me, go cheat on me. Just don't make fun of me about it. Don't bring the motherfucker around where I go. Because it's basic biology. Okay, and see, that's an area when you get in a relationship where the more you try to fight against somebody cheating on you, the more they're going to want to actually do it. You see, it's a psychology game, man. Especially when you deal with a woman. Especially when you deal with a woman. If you infer to her that she shouldn't do something, like all that's going to do is force her to go do. Now the real power play, and y'all might kick my ass for this shit, but the real power play of what now I couldn't do what Will Smith is doing. This is a whole nother. I can't do that. But see, the power play is this. Will doesn't like that shit. Okay, but this is the power play when you deal with bitches. You would rather them come to you and tell you some shit and then you just kind of blow it off like it's nothing. That way, you at least know what's going on. Versus if Jada felt like she had to hide it from him, now, okay, you ain't gonna never know what's going on. You gonna be completely lost at that point. So it's like, now I would say in my history, as far as I've known, like girls, I was never that guy who came home and found another guy in bed. I never had that experience. Probably because of how I always approached the girls. I never tried to make them all to myself and all that type of shit. I never went that route. So that's probably why the girl never felt the need to get caught cheating and shit like that. Ah, that's good juice. Vanini. Somebody told me to mix a banana with it. I'm gonna try that shit one day. But Will is doing the right thing. Because let's be real. Jada knows Will fucked other bitches. Let's be real about it. Will probably brought home bitches for threesomes. He's Will Smith. Are you fucking my girlfriend knows who he is, and she's Czech. And she was born in Czech Republic, and she knows exactly who Will Smith. Like he's Will Smith. Will Smith is I'd say. Will Smith is he's probably more known than, well, not now, but before Donald Trump became president, Will Smith was probably more known than Donald Trump. In parts of the world. She knows he was fucking other bitches. You see what I'm saying? But I gotta applaud him. I gotta applaud him for the power game he's playing. Because he could sit over there and get mad. You see what I'm saying? And then see, once you get emotional and get mad and shit with a bitch, she's gonna lose all that faith and trust in you. So even when she tells you some fucked up shit, you got to find a way to joke about it or be indifferent about it. That's how you're gonna keep her trust and her, she's still gonna be devoted to you for real. But you have to keep that in. Watch Will. Will is doing this is a power pimp play. What he's doing? He's from West Philadelphia, born and raised. But this is pimp shit. For real.
Me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And we found all those different resources, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over. You know?
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. And one thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, you know, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably. Yeah. And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think so. I mean, because this is your red table, and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship.
Hey, you know what, man? Like, hey, another thing, man. I got the really, because like I said, the man's always gonna be the leader in all this shit. Like, don't get that shit twisted. Like, the woman is gonna follow the man's lead in this shit all the time. When it gets to like arguments, debates, you like if you're like as a man, woman is always following you. I gotta applaud Will. Will is handling this shit great. I mean, you really can't do it much better than this, given his scenario. He got 2 kids with the bitch. He been married to her for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, he is handling this excellent. He really can't do it. You can't handle it any better than this. And then they're on TV in an interview, and he is because like okay, like the next sentence, if he got mad, immediately she would rile up and get mad at him. See, the man, you are always... See, this is why I say in other videos, that saying you have to put a woman first, that's real shit. But it's not in the sense of like, here, I buy you a new iPhone, I buy you a car. It's in the sense of, as a man, you must always remember that she is always following your lead. And she's following your mental stability. She is always doing this. It's what woman is. It's what woman does. Will is handling this shit great. I gots to say, like Keenan said, I gots to say, ooh wee, what's up with that? What's up with that? Most of y'all probably didn't even get that reference. But anyway, Will Smith is handling this shit great. I'm not mad at it.
Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough,
woman never fully gets that. She's still at what, she's like 45, 50. She's still at the table, and she still has to remember that you can't find happiness outside yourself. So like, this is like basic shit that men have to grow up and learn. But it's like, even being Jada Pinkett Smith, she still has to go figure that. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, you always, as man, you must be the one mentally above them. Like you have to deal with them like they're children. When their emotions get tied up in the shit, when their happiness gets tied, you always have to treat them like the equivalent of a 4-year-old mixed with a German Shepherd. You cannot stoop down their level and be equal, okay? Because it's not gonna work. You had to, because Will wants to cuss that bitch out. Because, I mean, but, okay, it's probably a mixture. Like, Will wants to cuss her out, but he also knows, like, what's going to be the most beneficial in the long run. Cussing her out right now is not going to benefit anything in the long run. Because that's the mother of his children. I mean, although their children are grown, that's still the mother of his children. And see, this is another question, and this is why I'm against single parents, single mothers. I'm against that shit. Like you see, for another reason they're handling this great. See, they are the running example to their children. So their kids are gonna grow up, and their kids are gonna see all this shit, and they're gonna see, well, my mom and dad talked it out, and they got back together, you know. So there's a much better chance that when their kids get older, they're gonna do this shit with their partners. You see what I'm saying? Like, see, this is great. How they are handling this shit, I'm not mad about it. I mean, like I said, it's not just for them. It's for the kids. I mean, the kids are grown, but you are still setting an example for your children all the time. They're doing a great job.
So going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that wasn't possible.
So we come into the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So you know, you during that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my...
See, like, and that's bullshit. Help heal somebody. Bitch, you could have went off and got a job as a nurse. You could have went off and been a home health aide. You could have went and tutored kids. You could have done what I do and go donate to orphanages and go hang out with the kids. If you want to heal somebody, that's bullshit. That's complete bull. There was a million other ways you could have felt good than sucking some other dude's dick. All right? There was a million other ways you could have felt good than going and ride some other cock. Let's just be real about it. All right? Like I said, you could have went off and studied to become a nurse. You could have went to become an STNA, a home health aide. You could have went out and offered to teach children acting lessons since you used to act, or makeup lessons since she was all in it, all that shit. There was a million other things. She could have taught dancing. I don't know if she sings or whatever. There was a million other things she could have done if she wanted to heal or help other people. All right? Sucking a cock definitely would not be on my top hundreds list of what I should do to help people. All right? I'm not going to think, maybe I should go suck a cock. That's why I help motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But, like, because, like I said, the reality of it is, neither one of them want to say it. But, because they're afraid of how the other one's going to take it. The reality of it is, they're just tired of fucking each other. And they're probably really just tired of just sitting up in each other's face all the time. They're just tired. It's not that they don't like each other. They're just but it's so easy for the other person to not understand exactly exactly that statement. Like, they're just tired of each other. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything really wrong with them. They've just eaten pizza every day for the last 20 years. And they're just tired. That's all. Just go the fuck off. Just disappear. Like, one of y'all just tell the kids y'all shooting a movie and then just go disappear off the planet for a while. You know what I'm saying? Just disappear. Like, they're just tired. That's all it is, man.
My codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help. Whether it's your health or whether it's your addictions, there's something about that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
And I think that whole process with Aug really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like, I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the...
See, Will's doing a great job. Will, I can't commend, is that the right word? Commend Will enough, man. He's really, because he's on TV. Like I said, she's following his lead. Let's just be real about it. Because if Will got mad, she would get mad. If Will stays happy, she's gonna stay happy. If we, you know what I'm saying, she's following his lead. But see, like this is like see women, they're mentally, they never grow up. You see what I'm saying? Like everything is always tied. They're always that impulsive child when it comes to pleasing and shit like that. They like I'm not talking shit about women. It's just how women are. They do not. They never grow past like 8 or 9 years old mentally when it comes to that. She's 45 and she's still struggling with basic shit. Like see a difficult thing for women to realize is this. Okay, you know, like okay, as a man, you know when you're running or you're working out or something or whatever, and you're trying to push yourself. Now, as a man, now this is common knowledge for men. Women hate this shit because women are. I'm just being honest about it. Women are genuinely cowards. So with that being said, let's say let's say as a man, like you're training for something, right? And now we all know that look, we're going to hit a point where our tank is just empty, and we got to just soldier through it, right? See, that's that testosterone pumping. Like we know, like we are going to hit a point where our tank is just empty, but we have to like flip that switch and just soldier on through it, right? See that area, women don't like that shit. Because, see, that takes courage to do that. Women don't like courage. Women want the easiest escape route out. And what's the easiest escape route? Sucking another cock. That's the easiest escape route from it. That's what they do. It's what they are. And you have to understand that shit. You always have to think above them. See, the sheer thought of Jada Pickett, of her tank running empty and just running out of just feeling hollow and empty and needing to please somebody. See, they had the impulse run to somebody else. You see, like women don't handle this. Like, and see, anybody who's going to be a leader has to deal with that part in their brain. Any leader is going to hit a part where they're just going to be out of steam. You're just out of steam. Their tank is below E. Their tank is fucking on G at this point. That tank is on G, son. That shit is below E, F. That shit is on G. Right? But what the fuck do you do? As a leader, you got to keep walking around pretending everything's all right and stand up tall and straight, and you don't have a fume left to run off of. You see, women can't handle that. See, and that's why I probably would never vote for a woman president, because women don't have that. Women don't have that. What do you call it? Like that X factor. Women don't have that X factor. Like as soon as that shit gets a little rough, they gonna run. They running. The path of least resistance. And what was her path of least? What's most women's path of least resistance? Sucking another cock. That's their path of least resistance. Because they're not built to lead. They're not built to survive. Well, they're built to survive off of another man, but they're not built to survive on their own. Like, they hate that shit. They hate it. And you have to know this, realize it, don't get mad, and just understand that's what they are.
The press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing. You know, and as I came through and started to realize certain things about you and I, he decided to break all communication with me,
right,
which was totally understandable.
Right.
And I let that be and hadn't talked to him since.
Right.
So it is a little weird that all this stuff is coming out now, since this was
because for me this was years ago, right? You know, so the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but
it happened so long ago.
You know, and our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, and therapizing through it, I think that the why now is weird. Yeah.
When I say it's been a huge healing on my life, and just what I had to confront and discover, you know, about myself. Yeah. The ugly truths.
You had to suck a cock to understand something like Don't you love how like and she like this is just what women are. You had to do just like look, you wanted to suck another dick. And you wanted to please somebody. You got tired of your husband. So look, it's not rocket science. All right? This don't take a paragraph. Look, all this is she's trying. This is the woman's desperate attempt to try to make herself sound like unique. In her problem. You're not new. You're not unique, Jada. I got respect for Jada and Will, but look, man, just forget about that shit, man. Just don't talk about the shit and just forget it. Because look, okay, what happened was she got tired of her husband, which is understandable. They've been married for 20 years. And when woman usually goes, oh my God, I feel so empty and hollow inside. I need to fill it. And then, like I said, if she wanted to fill it with anything, it's like if she wanted to do anything, why not go learn how to become a nurse? Why not see? She just wanted to fuck another dude. That's all it was. That's what it was. She just wanted to try. She just wanted to fuck another dude. And she doesn't think that Will Smith. She probably doesn't think Will can handle that brutal reality. So she's gonna come up with, oh my God, well, first of all, I talked to my mother, and I feel distraught, and I'm empty, and now I gotta feel like I'm pleasing. And no, see, like that, all that's bullshit. I know it. You know it, Jada. Any woman who's watching this knows it. Look, you just got tired of him, so you wanted to fuck another dude. That's it. That's all it is. If you want to do anything, if you want to heal somebody, go fucking learn how to be a nurse or a home health aide, or go tutor some kids, or go teach kids. Go help the less fortunate. Go volunteer go buy a homeless shelter. Go make your own home. Since y'all got the money for that, while you sitting up in them fucking mansions and shit, why don't you do something that Why don't you just go create your own orphanage? Did you think about that? No. But you know what you thought of? Sucking, swallowing some other sperm. That's what you thought of. Because see, this is not some personal struggle. You just wanted some different dick. Period.
And the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because it hadn't been that healing. Because he hasn't wanted to, Og and I haven't talked in so long, you know what I mean? So I don't know. This all seemed very strange, But
see, and Will's doing that right. Will is playing that right. Just the mother of his shit. Look, you got to treat her like just like when your child does something super duper fucked up and you want to scream and beat the shit out of that little motherfucker, but you just be like, like that's what he's got. That's all he can do. Because anything else anything else he can do will send a complete wrong message to the world, and even more importantly, send a complete wrong message to his children of how you should handle this situation. Will is doing this. He is playing this out, and Jada is just a typical woman. She has the mental capacity of about a 4-year-old mixed with a German Shepherd. The only thing is now it's this whole long drawn out speech of why she's not so much of a bad person, and I did it because of my unique situation. That's why I wanted to do it. And like, no, bitch, you're not unique. Will is playing this right. Will is doing this. Hey, Will is playing this right. He is doing it. He's doing this excellent.
I'm grateful for the journey that you and I have had together. Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods. Yeah. And a lot of couples that have to separate and think it's over. And, the one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right. We came together young, and we were both broken in our own ways. And to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Yeah. Is the idea of any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. Yeah. And I think that one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place of unconditional love.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like...
And I wish, I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers. Mm-hmm. And I'm just happy because I definitely believe that you and we never, ever, ever thought that we would make it back.
Yeah, there's a real power in the just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And you really can't know that
until you go
through some stuff, I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You're going to get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
Okay, that's probably true.
But, and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty... That's what you want. But, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
If you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together. Bad marriage for life.
See, that's all will. This is all will. This is all
terrible.
will.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married.
What'd you tell me?
That I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that right there, see, like, what she is, because what she's saying, okay, what she just said, the translation is, I can't love you that much. You see, this is why I say so many times before, man. Men naturally love unconditionally. Men naturally protect the ones they love. Men will naturally give up. They will cut off their arm for somebody. Women don't naturally love other things but themselves. See, that last line, that was translation for everything that I always say about women. Like, but she's trying to project it onto him. Like, usually, like when people say, well, okay, like when people say, like, are you gonna miss me? Are you gonna miss me? See, what they're really saying is, I'm gonna miss you. You see what I'm saying? That last part of what Jada said, what she was really saying is, I can't love you that much. That's what she was, and that's why she felt guilty about it and fucked up. Let's watch that again. But that just goes back on what I say about women. Like, women do not naturally love other things but themselves. It's all about them. And see, look, she was okay. Jada, one thing about her kids when she was out there sucking Alcina's dick, whatever the fuck, August. She don't give a fuck about them kids and that family. She cares about herself. This is what, like, and see, this is where a man has to be the bigger object, the bigger human, and just and make the final decision. Because women, women cannot be held accountable. They don't even hold accountability for anything from the start. But women cannot be held accountable for their own actions a lot of times because they're just too impulsive. But let's go back. Let's watch it. This last line was the exact shit that I say all the time. Like, men naturally love other people. Men naturally care for other things. Women don't naturally care for anybody else on the planet. They naturally don't love anything. Every woman wants everything for themselves. And that's it. And they slowly start to understand, oh, maybe I can't love something else other than myself. I need a self-help book to educate me on that. That's a strange theory, Watson. How can you love something else other than yourself? See, that's how stubborn and selfish most women are.
This, and this is gonna happen. I mean, like,
let's go back to I didn't go back far enough.
It's Truth.
It's the truth.
But yeah, it's just part of the journey.
I told you the first year we were married.
What'd you tell me?
That I can love you through anything.
And that's most men. And let's be real about it. He probably knew, after 4 months of knowing the bitch. He probably knew after 4 months of knowing the bitch that he was gonna be like that for her. That's probably even less time than that. It probably didn't take 4 months, because that's what men naturally are. Like, men naturally love other people.
Harry,
what'd you tell me?
That I can love you through anything.
And I didn't believe you.
Yeah, and she didn't believe him.
Yeah. If somebody looked through
because see, she didn't believe him. Like I said, translation, I don't believe you translates into I don't believe you because I can't love you through anything. That is woman that is dumb bitchinese translation. I don't believe you because she didn't finish the whole statement, and I didn't believe you because the next part will hurt too much. I didn't believe you because I can't love you like that much. You see what I'm saying? But it's nothing like she's not like an individual evil woman. That's just a woman. You see what I'm saying? Like if you could like dive into a woman's brain, if I could put you in a woman's brain and let you see all the genuinely fucked up shit that they naturally are, like your mind would be blown. Like, yeah, seriously, like your mind would be blown. It's unbelievable, like how stubborn, how selfish they really are.
Crystal ball and said this, and this is gonna happen. I mean, like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Yeah. Translation. I didn't think I would be willing to find a deep, compassionate way to love you. That's what that was. That's what I mean. That's the exact translation. Let's go back again.
I didn't know if you would be willing.
Have the girth that it was going to take to ride with you through.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing to find the deep capacity to love me.
Translation again. I was not sure that I would be able to find a deep capacity ability to love you equally and live up to that. That was the translation. But yeah, let's go back to a table view. See, the fact that they can do this shit is saying a lot, man. And like I said, man, like Will handled this shit great. Will did this great. He couldn't have handled, because like, okay, Jada, she's just gonna follow whatever any man in the room said. Well, that's what she did with the motherfucker August. She's gonna follow. That's just what woman does. Woman is just gonna follow whatever the man in the room says, or she's gonna follow his mood or follow how he's talking about shit. Because it's their nature to have to please man. She's gonna follow, so you don't really pay her too much attention. In the theme of how they're able to sit down and talk. This theme of how they're sitting down talking and laughing and shit, that's because Will is being the bigger, stronger man. And I don't know if he even realizes he's the leader man in a relationship, but he is. That's what he's doing. And she's following that shit. See, this whole theme, it has nothing to do with her. Because if Will had a snap back and said something real fast, why'd you do this? And she would have went, oh, and it all would have went downhill because she's going to start following that. This is all Will. Will handled this shit right, man. He really did. But anyway, thank you again to, was it DM? Yeah, DM. Thank you for the video request. I'm gonna get to other video requests too, like throughout this week, man. And again, thank you for everybody who even watches my channel. Thank you for all the support and all the great messages I get, man. I really appreciate every single one, man. But yeah, have a good day. I'm out.